Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am Jeff GrantMEDIA. In today's real user review, we are going to be taking a look at the Crown Northampton Overstone High Derby. Now, Crown Northampton did send me these as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Crown Northampton prior to publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there is an affiliate link in the description box down below. If you're considering buying these shoes or any other product from Crown Northampton, please consider using that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small percentage of that sale. Kick back to me, and all the money goes back to the channel to help me produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. So, this is a couple of firsts for me. This is my first luxury sneaker, which, by the way, right up top, amazing experience. And I honestly baby these shoes. I don't generally, or I don't ever baby any of the products that I test and review. I usually wear them and then, or use them and go above and beyond their intended purposes. But these are just so nice that I did baby them a little bit. It is the rainy season, if you will. It's pouring out right now. So I did take caution, we'll say, when wearing these. Not that I didn't do my normal daily routine when I was wearing them, but if it was raining or there was a lot of rain in the forecast, I simply wasn't wearing these because these are really, really nice. I really like them, and I didn't want to trash them and make them look like a beat-up pair of old sneakers because these are, in fact, a luxury pair of sneakers. So my version of the Overstone High Derby is in the olive calf suede with the gum sole. This version will come in at $357 USD. This shoe is available in 12 different color and leather options, and the price will vary depending upon which shoe, leather, and color you choose. And the leathers used come from either the CF Tannery in Leeds or the Horween Factory in Chicago, Illinois. Now, if you've been following around the channel for a while, you know that I do have an affinity for olive-colored things, so when I saw this olive calf suede, I just jumped at it. It was awesome. I also switched it up by going with a high-top version. Generally, for me at least, I like my sneakers to be low tops. I just find them to be a little more comfortable and aesthetically pleasing, but when I saw this, it spoke to me, and I wanted to try it in a high-top version. Also, the overall aesthetic, it might look kind of just like a skate shoe, especially the sole. It almost has that like Vans vulcanized sole look to it, although if you want to look at it, it's more like a cup sole because it's a solid sole, not that like waffle vulcanized sole. But I can assure you it is certainly not a standard sneaker, at least in the classic sense. I'm not going to touch a skateboard with these. I'm not going to do any kind of athletic event with these. I'm not going to go running or play any sports in these. These are a casual shoe, yes, but it is a luxury sneaker, so it's something that I am and have been taking care of. And weather permitting, I have been wearing this doing my everyday tasks such as going to work, walking the dog. I have not been babying the shoes in that sense. For me, babying the shoes basically means I was avoiding the inclement weather, which we have had a lot of lately. So a few of the points of notes of this shoe is, one, the laces, they are wax, which is nice, I like that, but it does make pulling them through the eyelets a little bit harder. As you wear them, they're breaking and they will shed the wax, but I've noticed that you do have to go and feed the eyelets one at a time to kind of tighten the shoe up. So tightening the shoe and loosening the shoe to get it on or off could be take a little bit extra time, maybe be a little cumbersome, just because that wax kind of sticks in the eyelets. Now, I do like the wax laces. I love wax laces on boots. I probably would have personally preferred to have just a cotton lace with the shoe, just for that simple fact that the wax does seem to bind up in the eyelets. Now, again, not the classic sense of sneakers, so you do actually have to break these in. I have since worn these and walked upwards of 2 miles walking the dog in them and been completely fine, but I will say initially I wouldn't do that. I would probably wear them, you know, around the house or to work, especially if you're working like an office, you have like a casual Friday. It's good because you don't have to be on your feet moving the entire day. Because think of it more of like a boot. You got to break in a boot. You're not going to want to wear a boot and just go walk, a couple of miles the first day. You might have to. There are boots that you can certainly do that in, but for a like vintage heritage style type of boot, you're certainly going to want to break them in and take it easy a little bit over time. And I'm going to equate these sneakers to something like that, like a heritage style boot that you're going to want to break in a little bit before you go walk, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles in it. But once it breaks in, it is really, really comfortable. And the insole itself, I like the insole. I didn't have to swap it out, which is a case with me lately. I've noticed that I have had to swap out the insoles in a lot of shoes, but we do have a nicely padded foam insole here with a leather cap, and it did come with an additional leather piece. So once this leather fit wears out, you can either stick it on. It's got an adhesive on it, so you can either put it on this same sole insole if it's not worn out, or you can get another insole. But you can see, because it is got that leather top, it's kind of hard to see, but my toes are kind of embossed into there. So that little bit of leather topped sole is going to help to conform to your foot. So you're getting a bit of a customized wear, if you will, a customized shoe, the more you wear it. So what are we getting for the $357 price point? Well, this is a made-to-order, handmade shoe in Northampton, England. Now, the company itself has generational heritage to it, so this is actually a long-lasting company. This isn't something that just kind of popped up. Crown Northampton is not new to the scene. They have been doing this for generations. So you're getting a handmade custom shoe. So this is not sitting in a non-climate controlled warehouse being mass produced and just waiting for you to order, and someone's going to pick it, throw it in a box, slap a label on it, and ship it to you. No, you order. There is, at the time of filming, a 9 to 12 week wait time to get your shoes. So yes, there is a bit of a wait time, but at least for me, I found that the wait time, something like a 2 to 3 month wait time, is pretty acceptable, especially for a quality handmade shoe, because once you get these, you'll understand while you're waiting. The quality is top notch. I've not had any issues with these shoes. Even when they were still breaking in, I didn't have any hot spots, no blistering, no rubbing, anything like that. So the quality, the craftsmanship is there. Premium materials. Again, this is the calf suede with the CF Stead Tannery in Leeds, England, made in Northampton, England. It is altogether an amazing piece. And going back to the sole, it does look almost just like a vulcanized sole, but these are actually resolable. So if you wear these so much that you wear out the sole, these are like a boot. You can actually have these resoled, so you can continue to wear these for years. This isn't something that you're going to wear for, a season. The sole's going to wear out, and then they're going to end up in the trash with your pair of Chucks. No, this is something that is going to, it's made with quality material, so it's going to last you more than a season anyway. But as you wear it and love it and use it, it's going to be resolable, so you can continue to wear and use the shoes. In addition, because it is high quality leather, as you wear it, it's not going to look ratty like a sneaker. Like, I don't have any dirty pairs of Vans up here. They're all downstairs by the door for cutting the grass in. But as your sneakers kind of just get dirty and ratty and worn in, even ones that are made from like a suede or a leather, they're going to crack, they're going to look crappy. This is CF Stead. I have boots with leather from the same tannery, and they just look great with age. So as this thing ages and wears, it's going to take on a patina and look even better. And one of the really smart features that are built into the shoe is right here on the back of the shoe. And it's a little tab. You stick your finger through to help you pull your shoe on. Now, sometimes you need it and you don't need it with the same shoe. For me, it kind of depends on what socks I'm wearing. If it's a little colder, I'm wearing a thicker sock. Sometimes I need that little tab to pull the shoe on. Sometimes you don't need it. But when you're not using it and it's on a boot and you have the tab that comes off the top, even if it is a cloth tab, sometimes your pants have a tendency to get hung up on it. Even if you straightened your pant leg out when you put your shoes on, moving around, bending, walking, your pant leg can come up and it can get caught on that tab. You won't even realize it sometimes. We've all been a victim of that. But it just looks weird when you're walking around. So without the tab being off the top and being on the back of the shoe, we still have it that we can use it if we need it, but it's not sticking up, preventing your pant leg from falling down over the shoe and draping properly. So I really like that. It works really well. It's there, but it's kind of tucked away so we don't have that draping issue. So I really like that. And my overall wearing experience with these, it's been very positive. Again, I have been babying these a little bit. It's pouring rain today. I wouldn't have worn them today, but I've been wearing them as much as possible, and it's nice. I honestly have been wearing a lot of sneakers lately. I've been wearing mostly boots, so this is one of these sneakers, as I'm wearing sneakers, that has been in heavy rotation, because it's either basically been these or whatever I've been cutting the grass in, because it's springtime, so the grass is sprouting up like crazy. So the only sneakers I've really had on are running shoes, grass cutting shoes, or my Crown Northhampton Overstone high derbies, and this is mostly the one I've been wearing because I run in the morning. I cut the grass once a week, and then during the week when it's not raining and I'm not wearing boots, I have been wearing these. And once I broke them in, they're great. Again, I can now walk basically as far as I wanted to. I did notice at work, I didn't get any hot spots, but I can feel like my feet were just a little like, all right, I know that when I get home, I got to take these off. Like they were, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but you could tell when you're breaking in a pair of shoes or boots, you can kind of feel your feet just get a little bit sore. I probably could have easily worn them for the rest of the day and not had any real issues, but my feet were getting a little bit sore. So I just kind of, when I came home, I swapped into just a pair of mules, something that I generally would just walk the dog and something to slide on. And when I walk the dog, I throw those on. And after about, I don't know, I'd say 3, 4, maybe 5 days, I wore them, spread it out about a week, again, because I wasn't wearing them every single day. The break-in time isn't exactly set in my mind, but after a couple of wears, they were fine. I didn't have any more of that sore, achy foot, but it was just like any other boot or shoe that you have to break in. So again, not like a classic sneaker. It's not something that you could slide on and go walk or run a couple of miles in. It's something that you're going to have to break in over a couple of days, but once it's broken in, it's totally fine and comfortable. The insole is really, really nice. The comfort of everything has been great. The quality is amazing. And my first premium sneaker. So I'm very pleased with them. Handmade, yeah, you're getting a lot for that $357. So you're getting heritage from the company, you're getting a heritage style shoe, you're getting high quality leathers, you're getting a resolable sneaker. So if you're looking at them, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Yes, you will have to wait to have them MTO, but personally, I prefer MTO stuff because I like to know that the product that I'm getting is being made, not just for me, not like it's being custom made for me, which is really nice to think about, but the fact that I know that when I order it, it's then going to be made and it's not sitting on a warehouse shelf somewhere, and maybe it's climate controlled, maybe it's not. How long has it been sitting there? Is the glue that's binding it together going to be dried out and rotten by the time I get it? Is it going to last me a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years? Who knows, because it's been sitting on a shelf someplace for God knows how long. So the fact that it's MTO and I have to wait a little bit of time, I'm okay with that. I actually prefer that now. I'm sure there are things that I need, I'll buy off the shelf. If I need a pair of running shoes to go run, I'm going to want them right now. That's something that's a completely different animal though. So anything that's, I feel like, a bit of a heritage style or a luxury item, I would prefer to have a little bit of a wait time so I know that I'm getting both quality and something that's going to be made then and not sitting on a shelf for God knows how long. So very, very positive impressions of the Crown Northampton Overstone High Derby. Really, really enjoying this shoe. Going to continue to wear this shoe. Now, hopefully, we're past those April showers. We're going to get those May flowers, and I can wear them a little bit more because I do really want to wear these. And again, when it's raining, I'm not, because I like this so much. I didn't want to thrash it in the rain. But very pleased with the overall look, performance, quality, and craftsmanship that went into this boot, or the shoe, I'm sorry, the sneaker. If you're looking at a pair of anything from Crown Northampton, I'd say snag it. I've seen a couple different people review a couple different Crown Northampton products, and they all seem very, very positive. So their other products seem to be just as awesome as this one. So if you're looking at it, I don't think you would be disappointed. So with that, if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.